Are you ready for the King of the Ice? Pete's Power Plays with Philly Pete starts now on 12 Ounce Sports.
And good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021 episode of Pete's Power Plays. I'm your host, the King of the Ice and Fantasy Football Guru, Philly Pete. We're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Thank you all so much for tuning into this afternoon's episode. New week, new episode. Let's get down to it. This show, Pete's Power Plays, as always, is sponsored by BetUS. 12 Ounce Sports is an official partner now of BetUS. Sign up today. Use the promo code 12ounce, 120Z. And they'll match your first deposit up to 125%. Zingo TV, channel 761. Those out there that are tuning in, welcome aboard. If you don't have Zingo TV, it's a free app. Download it on every streaming device out there. No matter what it is, it's a free app. Download it, flip over to channel 761, where you'll be hearing today's episode live of Pete's Power Plays. And last but not least, Amazon.com. We have a website out there. You know, cold gear's coming around. Get bundled up today. Support the crew. Go to www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon, and also make sure to check out the 12 Ounce Sports Store, where you can get your Pete's Power Plays apparel, whatever you may have. I mean, I have hoodies, I have shirts, everything. Also, the new King of the Ice apparel as well just dropped not too long ago as well. So if you want to check it out today. Go to 12 Ounce Sports Store as well, and get yours today. Great holiday gift as well. All right, so we're back. We're live. New week, new episode. Recap real fast of the NHL from the weekend. All in all, just a typical, going back and forth, trying to get back to where I should be. But like I said, it's been a rough first now 3 weeks of the NHL. So, but again, it's way too early to start worrying. Like I always say, just strive forward and everything will be good to go. So on Friday, Friday went 3-3. Yes, Friday go 3-3, and Hawks Canes over 5.5. That cashed out. Coyotes Caps over 5.5. That lost. Caps minus 1.5 on the puck line. That won. Jackets money line, and then the Stars Caps money line parlay that lost, because the Stars once again cannot be trusted. Jackets, I took a chance with that plus 165 on the money line spot there. Obviously that lost. And then Jackets Rangers under 5.5 was the last minute ad, so that cashed out as well. So that was a good night there. Thursday, honestly, was the last time I talked to you guys. So. Real quick there, we went 4-4, probably one of the better nights of the year so far. Pens and Wild, they both lost. Canes on the money line, that won. Jets Kings over 5.5, and Flyers Canucks over 6. Those both lost. Lightning Coyotes over 1.5 first period, that cashed out. Canadiens money line, that cashed out. And then the Clients with their first 3-unit play of the season was the Avalanche money line, and had to hold your breath for that one. That did cash out, though. So we go 4-4 with a plus 1.55 overall unit. So it was a pretty solid night. And then on Friday, we go 3-3 with a minus 0.3 unit loss. Nothing crazy there. Practically even for most part. Saturday had a pretty big card on Saturday. Again, still same results. Not different day, same results. Preds, Bruins, Blues in regulation all hit to start off the day. That was a good 3-0 day. Blues minus 1, that pushed. Then it got pretty nasty after that. Jets Sharks over 6. Hawks Blues over 6. Hawks Blues over first period. Those 3 lost. Flames and Flyers over 5.5. Flyers Canucks puck line parlay. Those 2 lost as well. Panthers Bruins under 6, that cashed out. Jets on the money line. With all this news with the Sharks, 5-6 players on COVID, you expect, hey, you know what? Jets would be a good line to move. It only moved like 10 cents from minus 105 to minus 115. So a little bit of money was on the Jets. Not as much as I was hoping for, and here the Sharks ended up winning. So that was a 2-unit play for the Clients. That lost. Avalanche did win once again for them, and then the Penguins lost as well. So Penguins, I can't figure out this team as well. Not at the moment either. So another team that's been on my list of not to bet at the moment, just like the Stars. So we will see what happens. So Saturday we go 5-7-1 with a minus 4.65 overall units. Then we go to Halloween, which was a little bit better, went positive. Hurricanes team total over 3.5, that lost. Ducks Sabres puck line parlay at plus 110, that cashed out. Rangers money line, that cashed out as well. 2-1 with a plus 0.9 units. So basically a unit one from those three plays. So that was pretty good. No client plays that evening. And then last night, once again, 2-3-1. Capitals and Lightning over 5.5. Should have cashed that one out. Senators and Hawks over 1.5 first period. A lot of chances. You had about 20 shots on goal and only one went in the net. So very unfortunate there. Oilers continue to cash us out. Oilers in regulation, that one, no problem. First period minus a half a goal at plus 125. That cashed out. And then Cap sends puck line parlay, that lost. And then the clients had the Hawks Senators over 6. Very thankful for a push. Surprisingly enough, it looked like it was dead after the second period with a 2-0 Hawks lead there. But we'll take the push all day, every day. 2-3-1 last night, minus 1.3 units. So overall, in the NHL season, I still continue to struggle. But again, it's all good. Still early. We'll get it back. 67, 83, and 3. Minus 26.7 overall units. Again, transparency is key when it comes to putting out plays. Again, a lot of you don't do that. That's how you gain respect and trust from other people on Twitter, let alone. I mean, you have a lot of people out there that will troll you, that will clown you. That's just how it is. You know, a lot of people, but a lot of people that I know do put out their wins and losses. They're very transparent. That's why you get the respect that you do. So, don't hide your wins and losses. That's not how you should be doing it. Again, when it comes to transparency, I'm up there. I mean, I'm telling you right now, I'm well over 20 units lost for the season so far, and I'm okay saying that because that's just how it's been. But life goes on. It's all good. We have a 9-game slate tonight. I'm looking forward to breaking these down with you guys. But real quick with the NFL, client lineups have been cashing out big time with the NFL DFS. That's now 17 lineups has been cashed out since week 1 of the NFL. Rocking and rolling, even Twitter lineups as well. They haven't been cashing out as of late, Twitter lineups, but you've had your fair share of money in that. And then clients, like I said, cashing out on a Sunday afternoon slate. They cashed that out, double the money last night for Monday Night Football. Also cashed out double your money as well. So pretty good for the most part there. Sunday Night Football. They cashed out. So, what can I say? Do it pretty darn well. Double in your money, like I said, and that's 2 over the weekend that they got. So it's at least a little bit of a bright side that I've been having with people. So yeah, 17 lineups now having cashed out since week 1 of the NFL. So hey, put your money where your mouth is. Continue to roll that stride up, and let's continue to cash out DFS. So of course Thursday I'll have. No show on Thursday, however. I am going to go into Florida for a guys' weekend, so don't expect me on the air on Thursday. Of course, I'll be there. I'll be live tomorrow as well, but no show on Thursday. But of course, I will be giving you guys the usual Thursday Night Football daily fantasy lineup, so be on the lookout for that. So, but yeah, and listen, it's 12:09. All right, let me take a quick 2-minute commercial break, and when I get back, a lot of hockey to talk about, breakdowns, plays, and much, much more. So sit back, relax, give me 2, and I'll be back.
"12 Ounce Sports" has a new home for betting. BetUS.com is the official place to place your bets and support 12 Ounce Sports. All you have to do is go to BetUS.com and type in the promo code 120OZE and you'll instantly get a deposit bonus. This is America's favorite sportsbook. And remember, always gamble responsibly.
And ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for taking that quick 2-minute commercial break with me. This is the Tuesday, November 2nd, 2021 episode of Pete's Power Plays. I'm your host, Philly Pete, and we're live on 12 Ounce Sports and Zingo TV, channel 761. Yes, the king of the ice and fantasy football guru, of course, like always. This show is always sponsored by BetUS. Okay, 12 Ounce Sports is an official partner of BetUS. Sign up with an account today and use that promo code 12ounce, 120Z. They'll match your first deposit up to 125%. Doesn't get much better than that. Also, Zingo TV, channel 761. Sign up with a free account today and then flip over to channel 761 where you'll be hearing today's episode live of Pete's Power Plays. And last but not least, Amazon.com. Get bundled up this winter. Support the crew. Go to www.12ouncesportsradio.com/Amazon. And of course, 12 Ounce Sports Store. Get your Pete's Power Plays apparel today. Sweatshirts, shirts, anything that you need. Go ahead, check it out today and get yours today. Okay, so we have 9 games on tap tonight. Loaded card, a lot of good plays. I like this a lot. So let's start off. The Vegas Golden Knights at the Toronto Maple Leafs. Over/under set at 5.5. Some books are still at 6. Toronto opened up at minus 165, has now went to minus 200, obviously because of the injuries for Vegas. This is a really, this line is just moving without a doubt. Obviously, it's going to keep moving up. Some books are at minus 210, some books are at minus 220. I believe DraftKings is at minus 200 at the moment, but this line's going to keep moving up. I would expect that if you took it last night at minus 165, all the merrier there. I already locked it in last night, minus 165, but I don't like it now. I like it in a parlay. Maybe with the Flyers, you get like plus 125 out of that if you're to parlay that. But yeah, give me the under 6. I don't see many goals at all tonight. I think Toronto is finally starting to play a little bit better. They have. And a little bit of side notes here real fast. Vegas is getting, like I said, absolutely gutted by injuries, especially at the forward position. And the Knights are scoring. I just don't know. I just don't see the Knights scoring more than at least a goal or two against the Leafs right now. But the Leafs also haven't really got the goal scoring at all lately either. Averaging 2.33 goals, and Austin Matthews with only one of those goals. So again, we might this might consider being a push at some point at 6. But it's just tough to see 7 goals in this game with a lot of injuries on the Vegas side and the inconsistency of Toronto of how they've been lately. The under is 10-3-2 in the Maple Leafs' last 15 games following a win. So that's a pretty good stat there in terms of the under, and that's where I'm leaning here tonight as well. I like the under 6, Toronto-Vegas. Like I said, I already locked in the minus 165 for Toronto on the money line. If you're a big timer and you like the heavy juice, lay it. But I would consider just taking Toronto in regulation. You'll get a much cheaper price there at minus 115, minus 120. Even the minus 1 is up there. It isn't too bad of a play either. But I just can't really trust this Vegas team, and nor can I really trust a lot of pucks being scored here tonight in this game. So once again, the under 6, Toronto, Vegas, and give me Toronto here on the money line at minus 165. Again, I like them in regulation for a cheaper price as well. And even if you're feeling frisky with a parlay, put them in there with the Flyers. You get plus 125 as well. That's how I'm feeling between Toronto and Vegas. Detroit Red Wings at the Montreal Canadiens. Over/under set at 5.5. Montreal is minus 145 on the money line. Detroit's plus 120. 50. This is a half and half situation there. 50-50 money going each way here. Again, I don't trust Montreal with a minus 140 line yet. I'm not ready to trust Montreal, especially at home. I can't really trust a team that's been really bad in their first 8 games, and let alone at minus 145. I'm not ready to drop that sort of price yet when it comes to betting. So I like the Detroit Red Wings here. Of course, there's no Larkin, no Bertuzzi as well. Larkin news just came out earlier for personal reasons, so we can't really do that. And Bertuzzi doesn't have his COVID shot, so he can't really fly out of the States yet. So for that reason, he's being banned. So those are two key components for Detroit there that are kind of a big piece in this situation. And but again, I'm not laying minus 145 on Montreal. I don't trust them enough, so I'm going to go with Detroit here as a dog on the road at plus 120 on the money line. I like the puck line as well, plus 1.5. Again, that's a little bit juicy, but again, that's something that you could parlay with another puck line if you're feeling interested in that. Maybe Detroit or something else in terms of a puck line parlay. But I like Detroit money line plus 120, and give me the over 5.5 in this game. These two teams have been scoring head-to-head a lot in the recent years and the recent head-to-head. So I know, like I said, between the players not on the ice tonight and Larkin really getting the bulk of the shots there as well for Detroit not playing tonight, it's going to be a big deal. But I do think I do expect to see over 5.5 in this game, regardless, and just the way that these two teams head-to-head have been getting the over as of late. So give me Detroit, Montreal over 5.5, and give me Detroit as that dog plus 120 on the money line. Okay, next up, Arizona Coyotes at the Philadelphia Flyers, over-under at that 5.5. Philly, a whopping minus 230 on the money line, 85% of the money heading towards there. I'm not surprised. Arizona plus 200 with getting 15% of that money there. A couple sided, obviously we know Arizona is winless. They are due for a win. 0-5, of course, on the road. 2-4 when covering the puck line. 4-5 with the overs. Flyers, on the other hand, obviously 2-1, 2-1-1 at home, 2-2 when covering the puck line, and 4-3 in their last 7 with coming with the over. So, I like the over 5.5 right off the bat. Flyers have been playing extremely well hockey, especially offensively. Cam Atkinson has been really, really astonishing so far. Obviously, they threw up a little bit of a dinger against the Flames, getting shut out. But the way that this team has been scoring from left to right, I think we're going to see a pretty decent amount of goals here in this game. Arizona's due. All right, they're a pesky team. I would hate to see them beat the Flyers tonight. But this is a game where I would take Flyers in a parlay, like I said, with Toronto. You get a plus 125 value there. It's pretty good. I don't see Arizona winning here tonight. Flyers just got back from a massive road trip. They could be sluggish tonight. Arizona might be able to cover that puck line plus 1.5. I could definitely see that happening, but I don't think Arizona will get that win here tonight, unfortunately. But Flyers, like I said, I will put them in a parlay with somebody, and I like the over 5.5. I think the Flyers are good for 4 goals, maybe 5. Arizona should at least get 1 or 2. So we'll see what happens there. But there you go, over 5.5 Flyers, Coyotes, and maybe give me the Flyers in regulation. I could see that. But I just feel like this could be a sluggish Flyers team tonight after coming back from a long West Coast trip there in Canada. So, but there you go. Okay, Ottawa and Ottawa Senators at the Minnesota Wild, over under 5.5. Minnesota minus 225 on the money line. Ottawa plus 190 on the money line. 80% of the money going to Minnesota, 20% of the money going to Ottawa. Ottawa last night got absolutely shellacked by Chicago, and then they have to travel next door to Minnesota, basically for a back-to-back game here as they play a Wild. Ottawa's 1-2 on the road, 1-2 when covering the puck line, 1-6-1 with the overs in their last 8. Minnesota 2-1 at home, 0-3 when covering the puck line, and 3-5 with the overs. So right off the bat, I like the under in this game, under 5.5. I think Minnesota will take care of business here. I could see a 3-2 sort of game, but what I'm eyeing up right now is an Ottawa Senators Detroit Red Wings plus 1.5 puck line parlay. You could probably get that pretty good. I think Ottawa's going to play a little bit better than they did last night. That's how I feel. I think Ottawa could definitely bounce back in a game like this. This is just how I feel. So you get good value here. I believe you could probably get around plus 140, plus 150 with Detroit Ottawa puck line parlay at plus 1.5. But I'm more leaning the under 5.5 just because Ottawa 1-6-1 in their last 8 with the over unders in favor of the unders. But that's how I stand. Ottawa, Minnesota. There you have it. Dallas and Winnipeg, over-under is at 5.5. No Connor Hellebuyck tonight in net for Winnipeg, so I was thinking about taking the Jets tonight, but is Dallas really going to get off my no-bet list? It's very possible. But this over-under is set at 5.5, and this is basically a pick 'em. Dallas is at plus 110, plus 105. The line is dropping, though, down to minus 105. So, I mean, obviously with the news of the backup goalie and for Dallas, but Winnipeg did open up a minus 130 down to minus 110. This is a flip-flop. This is basically a pick 'em game. However, 70% of the money is going towards Winnipeg there at that small money line value. But you know what? I know Dallas is due. They really are. They're 2-3 on the road, 2-3 when covering the puck line. Over/under 0-8 in favor of the under for Dallas. So they are not putting very, like I said, from the beginning of the season, they're a very defensive team. They're really tough to trust when it comes to overs. Winnipeg's 2-0 at home, 2-0 in covering the puck line, and 5-3 in their last 8 with the overs. They were hot when it came to earlier in the season. A lot of overs with this team, but I think we're going to see an under tonight. I just can't trust Dallas in terms of getting an over, especially at that 0-8 in their last 8 games going under. So I like the under 5.5. Granted, there is a backup goalie in, but no, I just think Dallas walks away here with a small win here, maybe 3-2. We could see some sort of game like that, maybe even 2-1. We'll see what happens. Again, it's tough to trust Winnipeg, both teams, honestly, as well as Winnipeg has been playing as of late. Dallas is definitely due, that they really are. But I'm going to take Dallas here. I was swaying the Jets here. You know what? I'm going to go back the other way. I just don't like the news of the backup goalie Reimer in for Winnipeg. So that's how I feel. That's how I feel. So give me Dallas plus 110 on the money line. It's still there on some books, and the under 5.5. Next up, Nashville Predators at the Red Hot Calgary Flames, no pun intended. Over-under set at 5.5. Calgary minus 150, the money line, with 75% of the money going towards them, 25% of the money going towards Nashville. Nashville 1-1 on the road, 1-1 covering the puck line on the road, and 3-5 with the over-unders in favor of the under. Calgary 1-1 covering the puck line. This team's coming in red hot, absolutely red hot right now, coming home 4-4 with the overs. So right off the bat, I just love this Calgary team right now. They're playing extremely well. Great offense. They're playing good. Markstrom's playing absolutely brilliant right now, too, for the team. Defense has been on top of it. I just like the Flames. I want to continue the hot streak with the Flames here and take them on the money line at minus 150. I'm willing to lay that juice against this red-hot Calgary team. So I'm going to take the Flames, and I'm leaning the under in this game as well, 5.5. Calgary's been playing some really low-scoring hockey games. Granted, the Flyers was a 4-0 game, so Calgary can score. It really depends what kind of goals you're going to get out of Nashville if they were to score. So, but I like Calgary money line and the under 5.5 Flames Preds. There you go. All right. Late games, 10 o'clock games. Rangers at the Vancouver Canucks. New York Rangers at the Vancouver Canucks. Over under set at 5.5. Vancouver a home dog at plus 110. Rangers minus 130. Rangers just beat the Seattle Kraken the other night. They're in Seattle, so they continue their West Coast swing as they travel a little bit north to Vancouver. Rangers 5-1 on the road this year as a record. They're playing really good away hockey right now. 4-2 covering the puck line. 1-7-1 with the under right now. So they're playing really a lot of under hockey too. These two teams extremely under hockey. Vancouver plus 110, like I said, 60-40 split. 60% of the money going to the Rangers there. Vancouver 0-3 at home, 2-1 when covering the puck line, however. 2-6-1 in their last 9 with the over-unders in favor of the under. So this trend is definitely leaning under. As much as I do want to take the over, and I feel like we're going to see some goals in this game, I just can't trust the way that these two teams have been trending under in their last 9 games or first 9 games. So I want to keep continuing with the under 5.5. The overs have been tough this year so far in the first 3 weeks. A lot of overs haven't really been cashing. It's been an under galore sort of NHL in the first 3 weeks. So, and that's where I want to go. I want to stick with the under here, 5.5. Vancouver and the Rangers. And I want to take a dog here. I want to take the Vancouver Canucks on the money line at plus 110 as a home dog against the Rangers. Vancouver should be ready to rock and roll. And Rangers are on a hot streak. They're playing very, very well, especially away. But I think Vancouver should get their first home win here tonight, and that's where I'm going. So under 5.5 and Vancouver on the money line at plus 110. Okay, New Jersey Devils at the Anaheim Ducks, over under at 5.5. Jersey minus 135 on the money line as the away favor. Anaheim plus 115. All right, 65% of the money is going towards Anaheim here. So, and 35% of the money is going towards the Devils at that minus 135 spot. Devils, basically playing decent hockey without one of their best players in Jack Hughes. 1-0 covering the puck line on the road. 3-2-2 with the overs here. Anaheim 2-2-1 at home. 4-1 covering the puck line at home. And 7-3 with the over 5.5 there as well. So, Anaheim is just, again, a very pesky team at best. New Jersey obviously lost a tough game the other day, get the break, and they travel to Anaheim. Like I said, the Devils are they're again, both these teams are very pesky. They extremely are. But Anaheim, I consider taking Anaheim puck line at +1.5. I just don't know what kind of Devils team we're going to get without Jack Hughes. It's kind of difficult for me to trust them. They might win this game tonight, the Devils. They absolutely might. But I want to take the Anaheim Ducks here at +1.5 on the puck line. Maybe consider putting them in a parlay with Detroit at +1.5 as well. I like that. But my play here that I have a stronger lean on is the over 5.5. Ducks are 7-3 with the overs in their last 10, and Jersey is 3-2-2 in their last 7 when it comes to the overs. So I could see some goals here tonight. As much as I've been, crapping out Anaheim last season of how defensive this team is and how many unders they've been playing. They've been playing over hockey this season. So, we need a couple overs in this slate here tonight, and I'm going to go with this one right here. So Ducks Devils over 5.5. I want to go Ducks here puck line at +1.5. But again, Devils could absolutely win this game here tonight. But my lean right now is definitely the Ducks here at +1.5. And last but not least, the last game of the night, so we go to San Jose with the Buffalo Sabres at the San Jose Sharks. Over/under set at 6. San Jose was opened up at -170, but now they've dropped to -145. So obviously money is heading towards Buffalo's side here at that +125 spot. This is kind of a pick'em as well. 55% of the money is going towards San Jose. Again, they have people on the COVID list as well. So but that's what happened last time. Against the Jets, they had a couple of their best players on COVID, 5-6 players, and they ended up winning the game in overtime against the Jets. So, anything's possible. Anything is, you think that, you're getting a good line now because their best players are on COVID, they're not playing. But that's not the case with the NHL. NHL is so unpredictable, and that's why the Sharks ended up winning that game. So they're back at home. Like I said, Buffalo's +125 on the money line, 1-1-1 on the road, 3-0 when covering the puck line as well, and 2-4-2 in their last 8 with the overs. Okay, so obviously the under is a trend there. San Jose 2-1 at home, 1-2 when covering the puck line, and 3-5 in their last 8 with the under there. Trend obviously with the under there in favor. So over 6, I think I feel like this could be a potential push of a game. But I'm winning with the under. I just can't. San Jose has kind of came back down to reality a little bit since scoring at will the first 2 weeks of the NHL season. But 3-5 in their first 8. I'm leaning with the under here, under 6. Buffalo as well. It's kind of tough to trust them putting the goals in the back of the net here, or pucks behind the net, I should say. 2-4-2 in their last 8. So I definitely trend under in this game. And you know what? If I'm thinking dogs here, I want to take Buffalo. I'll take Buffalo once again. Buffalo puck line, you can take at +1.5. Again, they're 3-0 covering the puck line on the road. So very nice to consider there. So, you could do Detroit puck line with Buffalo puck line. You could even add Anaheim there. I do like Anaheim. But I think if I want to have a nice, strong lean with a puck line parlay, give me Buffalo +1.5 and give me Detroit +1.5 on a puck line parlay. If I'm doing a normal money line parlay, give me the Toronto Maple Leafs and the Philadelphia Flyers. That should pay out you +125. And like I said, my favorite over of the night is I'm stuck between the Flyers and the Red Wings, obviously because of especially with the history of the Red Wings and the Habs going over. But yeah, that's really it. So, but unfortunately, I'm out of time. And I hope you all had a great time. Like I said, it always goes by so fast. So tomorrow, same time, same place, 12 o'clock in the East, 9 o'clock out West. Have a fantastic Tuesday, and let's cash out some hockey tonight. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.